Dome Challenge, where 6 players from all over the world have come to Las Vegas, Nevada to play for $25,000 and perhaps, down the line, a cool $1 million. I'm Nafisa DeFlorius. Before we reintroduce our 6 players tonight, let's meet Dennis Owen of Lake Tahoe, California. He's our alternate player tonight. We do always have an alternate player here at Poker Dome should one of our players be unable to play. But at the table tonight, in first position, Joe Scott from Syracuse, New York, whose greatest poker moment is playing here tonight. In seat 2, Daniel Dock, the magician and MIT graduate from San Mateo, California. In seat 3, Jennifer Leo, who not only plays poker, she also writes for Bluff Magazine. In fourth position, Ralph Hahn, who is currently working as a film editor in Dallas, Texas. In seat 5, Andre Russo, an attorney who hails from Cleveland, Ohio. And in seat 6, it's Neil Jones, the semi-pro football player from Mankato, Minnesota. Joel?
All right, Nafisa. Well, the cards have been coming the way of our chip leader Daniel Dock as well as Andre Russo. Neil Jones has been making his own hands. He has been very aggressive, semi-pro football player. Jen Leo looking for some hands. And Ralph Hahn, he just hasn't any cards so far.
Jones has the button, and that's a license to raise, even with an 8 high. And let me clarify, I really do like the aggressive style of play, and I do like raising before the flop. But on the button where Neil Jones just raised, that's the place to do it, not early, because then you're putting chips at risk where you can get re-raised by a better hand.
Finally, a hand for Ralph Hahn.
And Russo cannot call a raise with a Queen-9. In fact, none of these hands really can reasonably call a raise.
So Ralph Hahn, he finally got a hand, but he had no competition. He come up with a big pot, a 41-year-old who attended the Frankfurt Music School, and he's finally on the board with his first win.
And tournament director Matt Savage has raised the blinds. We are now up to 1 and 2. The small blind will put in 1 chip, the big blind 2 chips, 3,000 in the pot before the cards are dealt. And what this effectively does, Joel, is allow the players to raise more because it's pot limit. And since there's already more in the pot before the flop, they can raise more.
Pair of 8s on the board. And a 10 to help out both Doc and Hahn. But could have a split pot with the kickers we're looking at.
Neil Jones with his naked 5. He wants to get involved as well.
14. C2 raises to 14,000. C4 folds.
I think you're making a bluff at.
Daniel Dock letting him know he did have something, and he had the top hand after the fold by Ralph Hahn. Well, you can join us. It's the best poker series to hit the streets of Las Vegas, and all you have to do is log on to mansionpoker.com. Register. Enter daily online. Qualifiers, well, it could be you. Each week, 6 lucky players from around the world coming to Las Vegas to compete in the Poker Dome. As I mentioned, just log on. It's as simple as that. To mansionpoker.com. Earn a shot. $1 million. Andrew Rogers already that young man with one of the 6 seats at the $1 million table.
Liven this up a little bit.
Joel Myers, Michael Koenig, Nafisa DeFlorius. And the very aggressive play of Neil Jones on the corner slot, the 6th seat.
C6 raises to 6,000. C1 folds.
The semi-pro quarterback has got it in a 2-minute offense right now. He just keeps snapping it.
He's not wasting any time, is he? Very rarely have we even, and we're playing speed poker, so they have up to 15 seconds to make their play. Rarely have we gotten even 10 seconds.
Yeah, these players definitely have it in high gear.
Blinds, please. 1 and 2.
Okay, good luck.
Now, one of the dividends of constantly raising before the flop, like Neil Jones has done, is that eventually players will tire of it and they will look him up. And eventually he will actually have a real hand.
2 folds.
Well, he's sitting on one right now. Will he get competition?
C4 folds.
Even though he was suited. Hahn is gone. Low pair for Russo.
C5 calls. Range pot. C6 bets, 6,000 total, 4,000 more.
And in the big blind, since everybody else has folded except Russo, Neil Jones actually has the best position. He will get to act last after the flop.
C5 calls.
This is a tough spot for a pair of fives because if they don't improve, as we see, 3 overcards. Now what does Russo do?
So the queen 10-7 on the flop.
Check. C5 check.
And if Jones bets here,
He did not. It's a rarity.
wow.
Early from Neil
Oh,
Jones.
and
Trip
look what happened by
fives.
giving a free card.
C5 checks. 8,000.
Well, here you go. The check raise coming from Andre Russo.
Russo needs to merely call here, Joel. Just call. Because Jones will bet this pot for him.
C5 calls.
The time extension.
Yes.
I like this tactic.
So you're looking at hook, line, and sinker.
Well, I think Russo is figuring out, look, he's studying his hand. How can I bust this guy? How can I get him to put in all the chips? We know that he's going to play the hand. He's trying to send a message that he's very confused, that he doesn't know what he wants to do. Oh, and he raises. That, I believe, was an error. After all that thought, I think he needs to make a crying call.
25 total, 19 more.
So give the appearance that you're limping.
Yeah, and, you know, he was playing, Russo was putting on a great act, and he just couldn't take it to the final curtain.
C6 hand.
Gone. And a good idea. So Andre Russo, tax attorney from Cleveland,